The Bishop's Corner comes on for this week's edition, and the bishop will address about 5 questions, I believe. But one of those is one he's picked as our highlight question of the week.
Okay, our next question, Bishop, is from Susan in Toledo.
Thank you, Susan, for writing in.
Dear Bishop Thomas, on a recent show, you answered a question about your experiences with Mother Teresa. You left us hanging. What is the story about her meeting a woman on a cell phone?
Right, and I think you missed the word funny.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
Funny story.
You're right.
So, Susan, thanks for writing in. If I'm not mistaken, the question was from a young child about my meeting with Mother Teresa and maybe what was something she said or didn't say. And I promised a funny story, but there wasn't enough time there. So now I'll tell it real quickly. I always tell it when I meet with young people. I had the occasion to meet Mother several occasions. And one of them, actually, had classmates from seminary days and one of their blood sisters. And the sisters, we had Mass. And the sisters, we were in a side chapel, which overlooked sort of like a corridor where Mother was going to be coming in. And we were there looking out the window and Mother entered and all these people crowded around her. And, Mother was, 4'8" or something? She was very short. And all these people like pressing upon her. Well, that gets a little, you could be crushed to death. Mm-hmm. But they're pressing on her. And finally, this one woman they were sort of pushing. And this one woman like pushed ahead and she starts to talk to Mother Teresa and her cell phone rings. And she picks up her cell phone, standing directly in front of a living saint, Mother Teresa, and she says, "Oh, ciao, 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 bello. Sì, non posso parlare adesso perché io sto parlando con Mother Teresa." Which translated means, "Oh, hello, beautiful. I'm so sorry I can't talk now. I'm here talking to Mother Teresa, so I can't talk to you right now." At which Mother Teresa, standing there, turned and regarded us looking out the window. She looked directly at me. She sort of tilted her head and raised her eyebrows and smiled with a twinkle in her eye and looked back at the woman. And I thought that was Mother Teresa's way of saying, "Can you believe this?" But she didn't say it. I thought it was hysterically funny.
Yeah.
And I think even when she came in and we visited and we sat and visited her for some time. And I think I even said, "Mother, that was quite an encounter with the cell phone." And I think she just nodded and smiled because, of course, there wasn't an ounce of lack of charity in that saintly woman.
Yeah.
That's the funny story. Thanks for asking,
story.
Susan, isn't it?
I love that story.
And it just makes the saints all the more human.